What's up guys, BltzZ here today bringing you another video. I'm back from a little break and I can finally talk about the gameplay footage that was released last week. It came out the day I was with family and I just didn't have time to talk about it until now. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at all of this amazing new footage of Yuffie's combat. Spoiler warning for you guys, just in case you want to avoid any gameplay surprises before going into Intergrade and intermission yourself. Intergrade's release is almost here, and before that drops, we have our PlayStation 5 giveaway, which ends tomorrow morning. Don't miss out on this special promotion we have currently. We're giving YouTube members on this channel plus 10 more entries if you are a paid member. New member or old members, you are also getting that 10 plus entries to win the PlayStation 5 as well. So subscribe and join a channel tier today and get your chances up there to win. Check the giveaway link in the description below or the pinned comment. This way you can ensure that you participate and you don't miss out on this giveaway, which ends again in one day. Now with all that being said, let's get into this video. The footage we've been showcased so far about Yuffie's gameplay has been absolutely amazing. We really get a closer look at what her moves will do and how the tag combos work with Sonon, while also seeing how versatile her inputs will be. Yuffie's overall combat looks potentially overpowered. I would even go as far as to say as better than the other characters so far that we've seen in Remake Part 1. But who knows, maybe the other party members in Remake Part 2 will have the same treatment, and their combat will be even better than we have seen so far. And that freaking blows my mind because it already felt unique and amazing how each individual character played. Any worries about the combat system not getting any improvements for the future are completely out the window right now. The devs have seriously continued to keep piquing my interest in every way, and one of the things I love seeing with this footage are from Yuffie's abilities. And I need to talk about this one in particular first. Her ninjutsu ability is a game changer. Now in this DLC, we don't know if she'll be coming across any blue elemental materia, which in Remake Part 1 was a super important materia to make your characters deal more bonus damage with their basic attack. There was only 2 obtainable in Remake Part 1, but with Yuffie's ninjutsu, she can imbue her weapons with any elemental attribute, making her crazy versatile in any combat situation. She has an answer for everything, so to speak. Without elemental materia, of course, she can't really benefit from the elemental healing if you were to put it on her armor. But, I mean, in Remake Part 2, you already know that's a combo I will definitely be running with Yuffie on my team. If they actually go and make the party fully customizable like in the original game, such as being able to mix and match whoever you want in the party at any time, then this gives me an amazing problem to deal with. I already love the combat from Barret, Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith. We still have to see how Red XIII will play, but throwing Yuffie in the mix and seeing so far what she can do has me hella conflicted. But again, in a really good way, trust me. Just thinking about how Cat Shit, Vincent, and Sid will be playing in Remake system has me salivating already. Her regular button inputs by themselves look like crazy combos from an ability, but as the IGN dude stated in this video, these are literally just square and triangle inputs. It seems that her throw and retrieve ability from the triangle input alone might add a whole nother layer to her combo ability, especially if it's a quick activating move that executes like on frame 1 or something. The possibilities just might be endless when it comes to her button execution routes. Her gameplay seriously is looking like something else, guys. From first look, it seems as if she has an insane amount of juggling capability too, and in turn that essentially gives her some really good CC or crowd control. Yes, these are smaller enemies here, but she also seems to be juggling even the grass strike enemies, which are much bigger. Look at them getting their salads tossed around, jeez. I'm definitely going to be experimenting and seeing just to what extent of enemy sizes can she and Sonon juggle, or just by herself as well. Stay tuned for that in the Yuffie Advanced Guide I will be putting out there for you guys in a few days. So far, every enemy she comes across is just being tossed around and ragdolled. With Sonon attached to her gameplay, it looks like it just levels up even more and gets more fun. Their synergized attack capabilities get built up over time in battle. They're basically further enhanced versions compared to if she were to use it solo style instead. Synergized Windstorm just looks like way too good to not use. I mean, it's gathering enemies up and holding them still in one spot. Crowd control is looking hella good. Wind Materia in Remake is one of my favorites to use because of how it stacks and brings enemies towards you in a nice group. However, it does lack a lot of utility because of how long it does take to activate. Yuffie's wind abilities seem to come out much quicker than Aurora and Eroga, of course, but I think wind is going to be a big element for Yuffie's gameplay overall, and not just in the DLC, but in the future iterations of Remake. When these two characters are on the field together, it's just non-stop enemies in the pressured state from what I can see. Another hint towards Remake Part 2 and how team combinations just might affect the full scale and overhaul the combat system entirely for the better. which is saying a lot because, I mean, the combat was already godlike in Remake Part 1. Yuffie has a pre-order bonus to get the Cackstar weapon, which is basically a Cactuar-themed shuriken that she can wield. However, there is another weapon we see her with in this battle against the Centipede. But then in the following cutscene after she beats him, she's using her default shuriken again. Most likely these are two different video footages spliced together, so I wouldn't really worry about that too much. A welcomed addition to Yuffie's DLC, we already knew about this, is Ramuh. It's gonna take me a while to get used to saying it that way, by the way. The official confirmation is his name is pronounced Ramuh, and he joins along and is looking hella cool in this iteration. Yuffie might start off this DLC at level 25 as well, judging from the level up to 29 at the end of the Centipede fight. It kind of makes you wonder if they will end the DLC at level 40, or maybe speed level us through to 50. Sonon can also level up as well, and they both gain SP, which means you'll be able to adjust Sonon and increase his weapons proficiency, while possibly getting him other abilities or passives to use in battle. There is a weapon level up icon that shows up on the bottom right at the end of this fight. I don't think we will be changing Sonon's weapons at all like we do with the main party and Yuffie, but we more than likely will be leveling up his staff weapon to increase his damage instead. We talked about this in the previous video from the PlayStation blog footage that was showcasing Yuffie's new footage. But Yuffie does come across a failed clone in her DLC Intermission, but it's unknown whether or not this is Marco or the other clone from Sector 5 from this footage. Speaking of people appearing, during a well-loved, positively received side quest from Remake Part 1, we see Wedge hanging out with his cat just chilling in the background while we, as Yuffie, collect cats again. I wonder if Yuffie can interact with him. But not only do we see Wedge, in the distance of this other footage of Yuffie walking around the Sector 7 slums in the evening time, we can see Jessie sitting out front of 7th Heaven. Most likely this is during the time after Cloud falls from the plate and Tifa and Barret are investigating what's going on with Don Corneo, and Tifa is most likely getting her dress at this time too. It's going to be interesting to see how Yuffie develops relationships and bonds with these new members of Avalanche, and even if she will interact with Jessie, Biggs, or Wedge. I still think that they have a big part to play in rescuing Wedge and bringing him further into Deep Ground, where Barret and Tifa find him later unconscious with his 3 cats. And who knows, maybe Yuffie also saves him in the presumed death we hear him go through at the end of the game in the Shinra Tower. And that wraps it up for this video, guys. Remember to get your giveaway entries in for the PlayStation 5. It ends tonight, 12 a.m. Pacific time. You want to get those membership tiers in as well to get those plus 10 entries that I am manually adding in. One lucky winner will be getting this PlayStation 5 overnighted to them and hopefully be able to play Final Fantasy VII Remake, Intergrade, and Yuffie's DLC Intermission on day 1 of its release. Let me know what you guys thought about the gameplay that was showcased in this video. What are you guys most excited to see in this game's story, combat, and mini-games? Let's have a discussion going in the comments below. Make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out on more giveaways like this, and of course, so you can see the streams and gameplay guides we have coming soon for Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. We're going to be doing boss guides, materia combination videos, character builds for Yuffie, and tips for Sonon as well. Maybe we will also be dabbling a bit in Fort Condor too, depending on how deep that minigame is. It's going to be a fun summer and an awesome way to start off E3 coming right at us next weekend. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More Final Fantasy VII Remake videos are coming your way and you won't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ and thanks for watching.